What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video. Let's get right into today's clip where we're going to be watching this woman basically describe human biology as a white supremacist ideology. And she did this because she was trying to shame, first of all, a black woman into silence when they didn't agree with her on the terms of biological sex and the differences between men and women. So I'm gonna play you two clips. The first clip is basically gonna have a woman say, so for all the trans women out there, I have a question. And she says, how do you know that you're a woman? And then another young lady responded via video, and then another person commented on that video, and she had a response for that comment. So just follow the timeline here, and I'll kind of fill you in as we go along. Let's get right into it.
For all the trans women out there, I have a question. How do you know that you're a woman?
So she's asking that to trans people, saying, hey, how do you know that you're a woman? And then this woman right here responded to that question with another question. Let's take a look.
For all the hypersensitive, whiny little cis women, I have a question. And it's what makes you a woman? Like, how do you know that you're a woman?
So she's asking this woman how she knows she's a woman, in return for that woman basically asking how a man knows that he's a woman.
I've never heard y'all explain it in a way that really makes sense. You know, you'll say things like, well, I have breasts, I have a uterus. So if I lose those things, I'm not a woman anymore. Or if for some reason something goes wrong in my fetal development and I don't have those things, am I not a woman?
Yeah. See, these people get lost in a logical fallacy all the time. Excuse me, the camera. So basically she's saying that just because a woman doesn't, some women don't have, uteruses, or they might have, reproduction problems. Well, she's saying that because of that, does that negate them from being a woman? Well, no, it does not. It's just called the luck of the draw, essentially. Just because, some people are born with missing limbs. Well, does that make him less of a human, or does that not make him a human? I mean, because we know generally humans are born with two arms. So if somebody comes out of the womb and they're missing an arm, are they no longer a human? Or if they had a car accident or something and they lose their arm, and does that no longer make them a human? You see the logical fallacy that they get lost in here? It makes absolutely no sense. Yes, we know with the rule of nature that women who have XY chromosome or XX chromosome, they are biologically female. And even if you're not born with a uterus, or for some reason something happens to where you're not capable of reproducing, you still are a woman. I don't get how that's even an argument here.
What am I? You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, I have two genetic XX chromosomes. Oh, so you've gotten full genetic testing? Because I haven't done that. So do I still get to be a woman? Or if not, like, what's going on?
Well, so what are you saying? So if you went and got tested and it did say that you have XX chromosomes, are you going to admit that you are a woman? I don't understand here. What's the question?
Because womanhood, it doesn't really have a meaning. It's kind of what you want it to mean. It's a social construct. I know that's complicated for y'all, but you've chosen for it to be something hateful and exclusive, and I don't get that, because my womanhood isn't. It's accepting. And I don't understand why yours can't be.
Insane. Fucking sane. So according to her logic, I could be a woman at any point of the day. So after that video she posted, somebody commented in her comment section, and she said, basically answering her question, what makes her a woman? She said literal DNA, bone structure, chromosomes make me a woman, but do you? Now, just to point this out, the person that made this comment is a black woman. And watch how she tries to shame her into silence by pointing out quote unquote white supremacy ideologies.
Something keeps calling me back to this comment. And I think it's the fact that, like, as a black woman, you are using white supremacist talking points to defend your transphobia. And that's really heartbreaking, because do you realize that talking about things like bone structure is what white supremacists do to, like, separate themselves from black people? Like, historically, that's what they've done. White supremacists have said that white people and black people have DNA. We're different species. We have different bones. We have different muscles. As a way to be like, black people, other. We don't want them around us. And now you're doing the same thing with trans women. Like, that's heartbreaking. Especially because that same rhetoric will be used against you in the future. Transphobia is used against black women all the time. But sure, your bone structure makes you a woman.
Well, yeah, it does. It does. Matter of fact, that is undisputably one of the only things that will help you determine between male and female after you've been long gone and dead. If they dig your bones up, by your bone structure, they're going to be able to tell if you are a male or a female. They're not going to be able to see what you identified as because that's irrelevant. Biologically speaking, yes, your bone structure plays a role in determining or figuring out who is who. But this woman here tries to use white supremacist talking points because back in the day, white supremacists believed that black people were inferior because of DNA and all that such nonsense, which was proven to be not true scientifically. So we've gone past that. But now we're in a situation where biological male men can say that they're women. And the way to dispute it is by pointing out biology itself, by saying, well, men have semen, they have testes. We don't have uteruses. Our pelvic bone is a lot different than yours. So all these, biological differences is what makes men and women different. It doesn't have anything to do with white supremacy. But for some reason, these people love taking the most extreme sides of arguments and using them as an example to debunk their, other people's ideology that disagree with them. And also what's crazy about it is that it's people like her, these liberal, I don't know what race she is, but these liberal women who believe that all black people have to think the same. Well, she's basically trying to shame this black woman into silence by saying, hey, your ideology stems from white supremacy, which is insane. Which is insane. Black people do not have to think the same. And if whenever we do, apparently we're sellouts and coons and all this type of, nonsense and bigotry. So I just find this to be amazing, man. These people are truly dishonest. And the level of, delusion that exists in their mind is just extremely impressive to me. Because you don't have no argument here. You don't have no argument, whether it be logically speaking or scientifically speaking. You're wrong in all fronts. Oh, man. But anyway, guys, I don't have comments on this video because, once again, TikTok is a little different. I don't know if you guys noticed. Most of the time when I grab a video from TikTok, I don't bring the comments because they're always affirming these people. And because TikTok tends to keep you in an echo chamber. So they promote these videos to the audience that will most likely agree with you. Nobody's going to call out the BS or challenge you on your way of thinking. So when I find videos on TikTok, I don't really bring comments on there because nobody's challenging their way of thinking. All they're saying is, yes, queen, yes, go, girl, yeah, you're right, oh, I, da, 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 da. Oh, well, facts, 100%, I agree. Bunch of nonsense. Nobody bringing any legitimate argument to agree or disagree and disprove her. So that's why there's no comments on this video. But nonetheless, I hope you enjoyed the content. Please like the video, guys. YouTube does not push content that don't get likes on it. So go ahead and hit the like button. And if this is your first time on the channel, consider hitting the subscribe button for more content and hit the notification bell with that subscription so you get a reminder every time I bring a brand new video. Thanks for being here, guys. See you on the next one. Peace.